The next game we're doing predictions for. Also tell me down below, how does the microphone sound? I switched out my Snowball for my XLR, which I haven't used for a while. And I have some filters. So let's hear how it sounds. The Golden State Warriors versus the Denver Nuggets. And let's talk about this because it's interesting. And my girlfriend's a Nuggets fan. She's from Highlands Ranch, Colorado. Either way, this isn't relevant to anything. So let's get right into it, and we'll talk about both sides, and then at the end of the video I'll give my prediction. And I want to hear your thoughts down below right now. Who's going to win, the Golden State Warriors or the Denver Nuggets? Like and subscribe, do all that good jazz. So let's get right into it. So let's get into it. So the Golden State Warriors and the Denver Nuggets. It's unfortunate that these two teams have to play each other in the beginning of the playoffs because they're both great teams and one has to be eliminated early. That sucks because Golden State, health is obviously the issue. What's up with Steph Curry? Okay, is Klay Thompson really at 100%? They do have home court advantage, but that doesn't really matter in this series, okay? With health being the biggest, I think, question mark around this team, that if they're fully healthy, I could see that why people could lean towards them. Because look, Jokić is arguably the best or the second best player in this league, but the Warriors are very smart. They have a very good coach. I mean, Mike Malone's a great coach, but Steve Kerr's up there, and they have so much depth on this Warriors team that they can just plug and play. And Denver, we could argue, has overachieved in a way because they've gone this whole year without Jamal Murray, who's probably not going to play, and they've done basically the whole season without Michael Porter Jr., who sucked when he was in the beginning of the year because he was hampered by that back injury. So it shows how amazing and how incredible Jokić is the fact that he raises the players around him. And like, I don't know if Denver can win 4 games if, you know, the Warriors are healthy in a way. Like, I'll get to my reasons why I think they could, but in this, if the Warriors were going to win, it's because Will Barton's a good player, so is Monty Morris, so is Aaron Gordon, but the big difference in talent is huge. Like, Jokić is awesome, and he can carry the load. So I'd be surprised, in a way, if this isn't a close series, but if the Warriors do win, I think the biggest, like the most wins we'll see or most games is 6-game series, Warriors win 4-2. Because like, look, it's just, if fully healthy, they have the championship pedigree with Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, and Andre Iguodala. You can't coach that, okay? That is just, it's just there. Like, this is a team that they've shown it's going to be a good series. I think it could go 7 games. I think at very least it's a 6-game series. It's probably going to be a 7-game series. That's my thoughts right here. Warriors, health is the biggest question. Now let's get to the Denver Nuggets. There's another series where injuries will play a factor, and the response from the injury will play a factor. I will say, I believe that Denver could win this in 6 or 7 games, just because they have arguably the best player in the league, and he can control the game at in his terms at a huge level, and he's proven capable of playing playoff caliber defense, and he's improved this year defensively, not only as a steal but even as a rim protector. And Golden State was off to a great start this season. They had a great season success towards the whole year, but it kind of tailed off toward the end of the season, and some of that was driven by injury. I would just like you to look at Denver, because I think they can advance despite their injuries, which have been significant. They were still capable of producing a season where they were like top 10 defense and top 15 offensively, just because so dramatically they have Jokić being able to run the show. The whole thing seems to work together so well. They can play pick and rolls. They can play in transition. Jokić can bring the ball up and facilitate the offense. And then once you get to the playoffs, possessions are going to really start to tighten up, okay? Jokić is so good around the basket, and when you need a basket at any point of the game, just give the ball to Jokić, okay? There's very few players that you know he's going to score, even if there's 4 guys guarding him, it feels like, or he's going to pass to the guy who's going to hit the three-pointer. Especially in the fourth quarter, he's clutch, he can produce. And Denver's defense is, I think, in my opinion, a bit underrated. They have some versatility with Aaron Gordon, Jeff Green, okay? They have Aaron Gordon, Jeff Green, Will Barton, okay, Monty Morris, Austin Rivers, Bones Highland, okay? They have a lot of pieces there. And they have enough defensive pieces that they can play multiple styles. So I will say Denver has a little bit of an advantage in this series going in just based on injuries and having played with injuries. If Golden State can get back to where they're playing in the first month or so of the season, they may have a chance. But I'm going Warriors are going to lose. I believe the Denver Nuggets are going to beat the Warriors in the first round of the playoffs. I want to hear your thoughts. Am I just speaking crazy, or do you guys agree with me that the Denver Nuggets will win in 6 or 7 games? Probably 7.